What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about 6 big tech stocks. And now let's get right into it with Google, which is up 3.76% on Thursday, a massive run. And look at this. In my last video I called it out that 105 breaks, we could see a massive run on Google stock, and this thing can explode all the way up to 109 to even 111, and this is what we got. And now it's holding 108 as a support where we got rejected before, so that is looking extremely bullish going into next week on Monday here on Google stock. 108 can hold. Google can run all the way up to 111 or 112 where this upper Bollinger Band is sitting. Below 108, yes, we could be coming back down to 105, which is a strong support on Google stock. Now that we got that breakout, and not only 105, we got the breakout above 108 where we got rejected before. So Google looking strong and extremely bullish going into next week, and this run can continue if Google stock can hold 108 as a support. Below that, we could be retesting the support 105, and now we will find strong support because we have orange line and also blue line 5 SMA sitting at 105, and that is going to be a strong support to buy the dip on Google stock if there is a back test on Google stock again. And now we're going to look at Tesla. So before we start this video on Tesla, if you want to support the channel, get my trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, and 3 days of live trading, first of the month is still here. Definitely check out the Patreon. All will be linked down below in the description. Now on Tesla, absolutely flat on Thursday, but look at this, almost retesting 177, but dip buyers were ready to buy the dip at 179 and pushing the price higher all the way up to 186.39, and now it's sitting at 185 at the closing. So going into Monday, Tesla drops down to 177 down here. Definitely I'll be buying that dip on Tesla to the upside. Now Tesla stock needs to break right here, 188, 191, and then we're going to see a move all the way up to 200 on Tesla. We have a lot of resistance here on Tesla now to break 188, 191, also 193. Blue line 5 SMA right here. So we got a lot of resistance to break on Tesla if we're going to see Tesla breaking above 200 again. Downside support, a strong support right here, 177, and below that watch out for 172 to even 167, and this inverse head and shoulder is still intact on Tesla, so you just have to wait and find out whether it's going to play out or not. And I think if this thing can break 200, it's going to play out, and we're going to see a massive move. Just like Nvidia, this thing can go up even higher. And now we're going to look at Google. On Microsoft stock, it's up 2.5% and getting that massive run to the upside on Thursday with a big bullish engulfing candle here on this daily chart, and now it's trading above 290. And I said it in my last video, Microsoft can reach 290, and if that breaks, we're going to see 300, and looks like it's on the card. Microsoft can reach 300 going into next week as long as we stay above 287, 288 to 290. Microsoft heading all the way up to 300 as a strong support going into Monday. 290, 287, and below that watch out for 281. This gap down here aligned with this orange line 13 SMA. We also have another gap down here 276, and then we also have support and the breakout at 274. But I think going into next week, Microsoft can hold 287 to 290. We're going to see a push all the way up to 298 to even 300 on Microsoft. And now we're going to look at Amazon. On Amazon stock, it's up 0.95% on the day, and Amazon still cheap at this level if you are going long term on Amazon compared to all the other stocks like Tesla, Apple, Meta, now Google. Amazon still a great deal here at this level close to 100. Now on Friday, Amazon holding 100 as a support into closing and not getting that breakout above 102.53 blue line 5 SMA. So going into next week on Monday, as a big support on Amazon, watch 100. Below that, we could be filling this gap down here at 98.44, and that is going to be also a strong support aligned with this red line and a white line 20 SMA. Below that, we also have support at 97. To the upside, 100 can hold on Amazon, and this thing gets that breakout above 102.53. We're going to see a breakout here on Amazon very soon. Soon as Amazon stock breaks 104, Amazon heading higher all the way up to 106 to even 108.88 to close this gap all the way on top, and who knows, possibly even 114. We do have a strong bullish trend on Amazon, and all the moving averages here on Amazon stock still positively sloping to the upside, and there is a full bull trend on Amazon. We just need that breakout above 104 and Amazon heading higher. At least in the short term, I can see Amazon touching 106 to even 108.88, and who knows, maybe even 114 possible on Amazon stock. And now we're going to look at Meta. And Meta was up 2.18% on Thursday, and this thing is unstoppable, guys. Not getting any significant pullback, and Meta is running. And now once again, it's trading above 213.46, holding on to orange line, 13 SMA as a support. And if you look at my screen, just where we got rejected just a few days ago at 216, now that is holding as a support on Meta. So this thing in no time going into next week on Monday, if there is no significant pullback and Meta can hold above 213.46, we're going to see 220 to even 222 on Meta. As a strong support, watch out for 213.46, and below that we could be dropping down to 207.41, and then watch out for 202, and also we have a gap down here at 201.03 here on Meta, and then the breakout and the big support at 197. So Meta also looking strong and bullish, and this thing can continue to the upside as long as we stay above 213.46 on Meta. This thing can go up to 220 to even 222 going into next week on Monday. On Apple stock, it's up 0.5%, and Apple not even filling the gap down here at 161 or at 158.49, and now trading close to 165. So early as Monday, I mean, look at this, guys. Upper Bollinger Band expanded all the way up to 169 almost now. That will allow Apple stock to move higher. We just need to get that breakout above 165, fill this gap, and hold that as a support here on Apple stock. And we're going to see Apple stock moving higher all the way up to 170. Now below 165, we have a gap down here and the support at 161.57, and we also have support down here at 158.66, white line 20 SMA, and we have a gap down here at 158.49. So anything in between 158.66 to 161, Apple stock can hold that level as a support. It's still bullish, and we could see a new all-time high here on Apple stock. And we're not too far away from that new all-time high here on Apple stock. I mean, I know it sounds really crazy with what's happening with inflation and overall economy, but market and Apple stock does not care. 167 almost was hit on Apple stock just a few days ago. And look at this 52-week high, 176. Only few bucks away, guys. Apple stock can do it. This thing breaks 165. We're going to see Apple running all the way up to 170, and then possibly up to even 175, and then a new 52-week high here on Apple stock. As a strong support, watch 161.57 and the gap down here at 161.05. We also have strong support at 158.66, white line 20 SMA, and the gap down here at 158.49. And that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for watching.